Hello and welcome back to Rada. My name is Beast and today we're going to be starting our journey with the grand goal of fucking the Russian president. Bad jokes. Anyways, we're back with my childhood friend, my girlfriend's the president. Even though that title is technically only correct for 2 routes. Especially since the Japanese title isn't my girlfriend, but my childhood friend is the president. Which fits a lot more, considering that is the case in all routes. But who cares? Anyways, I also noticed that when we go to the save file, this says part 1 and this says Irina part 2. So, yeah. There's actually, you know, if I didn't notice with the fucking weird teaser trailer, I'd have noticed with the save. Anyways. Let's see how long I'll record today, considering I have to work tomorrow. Oh well. Anyways, please, go ahead and repeat yourself. Go on.
それではおやすみなさいませ。
No, yeah.
おやすみ。
Oh, we're currently in Irina's head. Closed the door with a sigh, headed straight towards my bed without even a change of clothes, and collapsed on it with a thud. The springs felt pleasant as they gently accepted my body weight.
疲れた。
I'm the president of Russia. I didn't intend to get that agitated, but I was definitely taken aback this time. Though I didn't show it on the surface, I'm still not accustomed to this unusual world. Well, if the world parades those irregular products of mankind around that much, I can only accept it as reality, no matter how unpleasant it seems. Still, Jun seems to have gotten used to it. His adaptability is commendable, even though he's a pervert. Jun, huh? Unpleasant memories of my first love. Honestly, just remembering it makes me angry. That lecture, he has no integrity. Wonder how I fell for something like that. It was cool when I first met him, though. I was embraced by his big arms. His hot, rugged hands were so different from a girl's. That was the first time a boy did that to me. My heart never pounded that much before. Wait! I must be deceived. Remember the hot springs instead of Irina. Okay, we're still safe, technically. He's definitely a beast. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like that guy. I like a man who's more of a gentleman. The sight of him trying to save Yukino was a little nice. Besides, he called me a friend. He said he'd help me with anything. If anything happened to me. Yes, when I met Jun, he saved me even though he didn't know me. He even put his body on the line to save Yukino. He definitely has a lecherous heart, but there aren't many people who'd risk their lives in a situation where one false move could get them killed. In that respect, perhaps I can value him highly, yes. He's a lewd, a lecher, and a pervert, but I don't think he's a bad person. Yeah, I suppose I can at least associate myself with him as a friend. Fucking tsunderes. Huh? No, is this the opening again? It is the opening again. We don't need the opening again. Especially since, you know, random tid could show up and I don't want that. Someone's shaking me. Mom is on a trip. Almost feels like this happened before. I see, it must be Yukino. Oh, my eyelids, which were as heavy as iron. As you can imagine, my childhood friend was standing there smiling. Good morning. I'm sleepy. Way too sleepy. Is it time to wake up now? Forced my blinking eyes towards the clock. Hey, wait, it's still 6 o'clock. I could sleep for another 30 minutes if you normally think about it.
だって、なんかすごく早く目が覚めちゃったんだもん。
That may be the case for you, but I'm so sleepy I can't see straight. Whose long talk kept me up past 3 a.m. Pretty good at waking up, but I'm not Napoleon. I'd like to be spared from spending the first day of every month with only 3 hours of sleep. Good to be on the heavy islands, Yukino seems wide awake and refreshed. She must have slept since she saw my tentacle and fainted. Skin is glossy too, like she had plenty of sleep.
もしかして、昨日あの後大変だったとか？ごめんね、ずっと気絶しちゃってて。
Although Yukino is usually scatterbrained, one of her good points is that she has unusually good judgment. Can sometimes work to disadvantage. Nah, it wasn't that serious. Kunel handled everything well. I'm only sleepy because I stayed up late playing video games.
なんだ。もうダメだよ。早寝早起きが健康の秘訣なんだから。
Yeah, well, be careful. I feel bad about Yukino, but I lied a little. As I mentioned what happened yesterday, the whole brainwashing device thing would surely come up. I don't want to worry her too much. I'll quietly let it slide. Anyway, you seem to be in high spirits today. Something good happened.
あのね、今日から学校に行ってもいいってエルちゃんが言ってくれたの。
I see, the panda was the one behind the disturbance, and he promised that he wouldn't so much as touch Yukino, and that must be why. Still, Yukino looks quite happy. If she had a tail, there's no doubt she'd be wagging it. I see, that's good.
もう嬉しくって嬉しくって勢いで朝ごはん作っちゃった。
Was? Sorry, it's like the spacing made it seem like even in Japanese he just said what instead of like nani or you know the usual bullshit. They just said something like what. So I just had they can't just say what. It doesn't have the same energy. So I just said it in German. Was?
なぜ英語？
Bitte wiederholen.
だからなぜ英語？
Sorry, I couldn't hear very well. Can you say that again?
朝ごはん作ったの。
God help us. I placed my hands on my forehead and looked down to think another situation has arisen right after settling the panda incident. As I wondered how to overcome this crisis, my drowsiness flew away completely. Gathered my thoughts and quickly listed the names of people who'd be able to solve this problem. Where is it on that,
今
John?
日は来ないけど、
What about Elle?
警備の打ち合わせがあるので先に行きますって。
What am I gonna do by calling Elle? Am I going to make her eat that? If this was Hollywood, this would be a scene where I'd slowly light the cigarette. Since I don't smoke cigarettes, I let out a sigh to spare rather than tobacco
食
smoke.
べてくれないの？一生懸命作ったんだけどな。今日のは自信作なんだけどな。
Yukino steadily became more depressed as her eyes moistened. I think I can hear her sorrowful cry going Kyun. It's almost like that popular Yorkshire Terrier that often appears in the commercial of a certain finance company. Yes, I'm the same as the old man who was stuck in the dog cage in the commercial. This is futile. The only difference between us is that I can only be tormented by guilt or die of moe. I got it, I'll eat it, so...
よかった。じゃあ準備しているから着替えて早く降りてきてね。
It's certainly made well considering it's from Yukino. It has the shape of food at least. It was a space creature. Nor was it an object that you couldn't show and have to sense with mosaic. Therefore, I let my guard down. Ah! The taste was the galaxy class in a sense. Did you serve him like nitroglycerin or something? Oh, my stomach's still
ごめん。
weeping.
今日はちゃんと作れたと思ったんだけどな。
You don't have to apologize if there's a next time. At least do it under Ranchan's supervision.
は
Not quite the destructive power, but my damaged stomach had returned to normal upon arriving at school. Despite being my own body, it has a frightening resilience. Irina was the only one in the classroom. I thought nobody would be here since I was woken up early in the morning and since breakfast had ended prematurely. Morning, Irina. You're early.
おはよう、二人とも。それとユキの、やっぱりそのプーチンってなんとかならないかしら。可愛いと思うんだけどな。それにもうなんか私的に馴染んじゃってて。あだ名をつけるならもっと普通のにしてほしいんだけど。
And now it sounds funny, but Chin is a popular nickname among Nepalese students. You occasionally hear it in the classroom, right?
まあそうだけど。
It's not good to refuse Nepalese expressions of friendship, you know? After Irina was lost in thought for a little while.
わかったわ。もういいわよ、プーチンで。そのうち慣れるでしょ。
You said that with a giggle. I thought that smile was a bit gentler than the ones I've seen until now. So I thought, the very smile is a cuteness that tightens your chest.
にしても、二人とも今日は随分と早いわね。というか、いつも二人で一緒に？そうだよ。お隣さんだし、同じクラスだし。それにジュン君と一緒だとすっごい楽しいから。
I've known Yukino for a long time, and she often says embarrassing things like this. But even if she is my childhood friend, receiving goodwill from a girl is something to be happy about. That's my girl. Patted Yukino's head.
なでなでされちゃった。はあ、前から思ってたんだけど、まるであなたたち、ご主人様と子犬ちゃんね。
Well, Yukino certainly is emotionally attached to me, and she does have doggy-like aspects. However, I thought even Yukino would get mad after being made fun of so much.
ジュン君がご主人様。
Oh no.
ご主人様。
Oh no, she's into it. Yukino, you shouldn't be delighted by that.
いや、嫌味だって分かってちょうだい、お願いだから。なんで？子犬かわいいよ。それにジュン君がご主人様なら子犬でいいな。
Man, this dog girl. Yukino always fires off these problematic statements. On second thought, her attachment to me is honestly cute. Then a prankster starting to emerge. Yukino, shake. I grasped the hand Yukino held out. Yukino's hand, it's small and warm. Oh, this is kinda nice. My tensions really rose. Yukino, roll over. Yukino spun a single rotation on that spot. The short red pleated skirt fluttered and there was a flash of her white panties. I'm getting kinda excited. When it comes to dog tricks, there can only be that. Alright, Yukino, penis!
ダメだよ、ジュン君。朝からそんなの無理だよ。
Let's get, come on, let's do it.
じゃないでしょ。この変態、朝から何をやらせてんの、あんたは。でもジュン君のためなら頑張ってチンチンできるようになるね。ユキノもしなくていい。まったくとんだ仲良しね。
Yep, Yukino and I are connected by the deep bonds of a pet dog and its owner.
深い絆。絆ね。
The bond is a leash, by the way. What's with that look? Our bond is stronger than the super alloy double Zeta, you know?
ねえ、ジュン。放課後、私の部屋まで来てくれる？二人きりで話がしたいの。
He's going to regret actually going to that room, isn't he? Her room will be the site of disciplinary actions, won't it? Huh? Irina slowly leaned forward and drew near as she dimmed her eyes. Irina's voice drifted about its faint charm. Irina's voice drifting about its faint charm is quite sexy. Why do I have these here? Oh, I can't believe her sweet whisper attack to my ear would be this severe! Once we're alone together. Just maybe.
Jun, stay. 私の胸の使いを取ってほしいの。ああ、ダメ、ジュン。そんな強くもんじゃ。ああ。
Again, fake gun. No worries. Oh, my feelings are in ecstasy! I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
絶対ダメっていうか、プーチン、ジュン君のこと嫌いになったんじゃなかったの？幻滅しただけで嫌いとは言ってないわ。
I merely got disillusioned.
で、いいわよね、ジュン。返事はダーしか認めないから。
Oops, I should probably get rid of that censorship. Oh, there you go, that's the voice of the lines you've missed because of that.
ダメダメ、ノーと言える日本だよ。ジュン君。
Dr. Yukino is cute. Our bond as companions for many years should be strong. But...
お願い、ジュン。
Irina leaned towards me more and more as I was troubled. Damn, that's a good fragrance from her. That's different from Yukino's. What's more, when the pretty face of the Russian Barbarian draws this close. I should put it. Can't help but anticipate what kind of development will unfold between us. The tilting balance scales of my heart are clearly evident. Yeah, I took Irina's hand without question. Understood, Irina, let's go together. I can't overlook your distress.
ジュン、クオンと少し打ち合わせがあるから先に行くわね。
Okay, I'll see you later.
ジュン君行かないで。
So, Yukino, comes a time when a man has to go. Morita, I'll leave the rest to you.
任せたまえ。ささ、大統領、これから会議の予定です。
The wind. The Russian wind is calling me. All alone with that big-breasted girl. Yeah, not bad at all. There's no doubt the reason behind her hot sigh is hidden in those wonderful breasts. Wait for me, Irina. I'll rub those worries of yours away. I mean, I'll set them free.
どちらへ向かわれるのですか？
Well, if it isn't L, when did you?
ついさっきです。警備の打ち合わせが予定外に長引きました。それより、どちらへ向かわれるのですか？
Her innocent eyes are staring patiently at me. But I'm pretty weak against these eyes. It's hard for me to lie even if I'm stared at by those pure eyes, unaware of lies or deception. While I'm headed to Irina's
で
place.
は、同行します。私の同行に何か問題があるのですか？
Yes, there is. At this rate, I won't be able to rub Irina's work. Won't be able to solve a problem. Hey, isn't it better if you accompany Yukino instead? She's the president, so there's a high probability of her being targeted, right? Thought my reasoning made sense if I do say so myself, but Al shook her head in disagreement.
ユキノさんは会議中で SP の皆さんが警護中です。ユキノさんが安全である以上、最優先事項は純一郎さんの護衛です。おそばを離れるわけにはいきません。
I don't know what to do since she's not listening to what I'm saying. Can't just leave her behind, and it's hard to argue for an ulterior motive as long as what Al is saying makes sense. I have to respond with a sound argument. Oh yeah. The truth is I promised Irina a private appointment, okay? Alright, it's logical, and I didn't even have to lie to Elle. Nice, me.
イリーナさんの了承を取ればよろしいのですね。
Well, I guess so.
わかりました。確認を取ります。少々お待ちを。
Elle said that and held a cell phone to her ear. I have a bad feeling about this. Irina's fondness for Elle is unrivaled after all. She said earlier that we'd be alone together, but I have a feeling that she'll change her mind immediately. As I thought about that, Elle closed the cell phone with a click after a short exchange. What did she say?
ぜひいらっしゃいと歓迎してもらいました。問題は解決しました。
I knew it! Farewell, my Shangri-La! But then, what did Irina want to talk to me about? Doesn't have any problems with Elle coming along, so it doesn't seem to concern any love affairs, unfortunately. I took Elle along and arrived at Irina's temporary abode, the Flare House. It's a swanky building with a conspicuous color in an average suburb. It goes without saying that the other one is the Snow House, which is Yukino's home. Macho SP officers in black suits were lined up in the area, and they were nothing short of impressive. I salute them as they notice us and thank them for their hard work. I was spoiled at the first time, but it's becoming an everyday scene now. No, I'm getting used to it too.
お嬢様は中でお待ちです。では、ごゆっくり。
Thanks. Come to think of it, I wasn't able to survey the room much when Kwon kidnapped me the other day. I'll take a careful look at it today. Now then, what kind of life Irina leads? Ah, your beloved prince on a white horse, Junichiro, has arrived.
お疲れ様。エルちゃん置いて帰っていいわよ。
You're a terrible person.
バカやってないで。さっさと入りなさい。
No fair point.
いらっしゃい。待ってたわ。
Ooh? The moment I opened the door, a mountain of plush toys, big and small, entered my view. Yukino had a lot of them too in the old days, but she didn't have this much. This is amazing. Why do you have so much?
可愛くてつい買っちゃったのよ。
There still should be a
いい
limit.
じゃない。この子たちなら抱っこしても嫌がらないし。
Irina said that and took a nearby teddy bear, then hugged it tightly.
可愛い。
This girl is starved for affection, Jesus. The sight of her happily hugging a plush toy is a far cry from the usual gallant image, so it's kind of cute. That smile seemed lonely somehow. Probably wants to touch and pet the real thing. Irina has extreme static electricity powers. A real animal would run away if it receives that. Now a spaceship cowered in fear. Can't do anything for her, so it's a pity. As I thought about that, Elle quietly stepped
エル
forward.
ちゃん触ってもいいですよ。気持ちは嬉しいけれどビリビリするんでしょ。我慢できないほどではありませんから。でもこの間嫌がられたもの。無理強いするわけにはいかないわ。
Worst part of static electricity isn't the fact that it hurts, it's the fact that it comes surprisingly. You don't expect it.
あの時はちょっとびっくりしたので、
Exactly.
船体へのダメージはありませんので問題ありません。でも嫌じゃないの？本当にいいの？構いません。どうぞ。じゃあ
Irina gently touched Elle.
やっぱりやめる？大丈夫です。続けてどうぞ。かわいい。
I agree, this is adorable. No, she's
夢みたいよ。かわいいなもう。
Irina rubbed her cheeks against Elle's while hugging her with a wide smile on her face. Elle quivered and uttered some hiccups every so often. Elle, are you okay?
はい。最初は違和感がありましたが、慣れるとだんだん気持ちよくなってきました。
Elle's eyes were blank.
エルちゃん。
It's like an electricity bath. Even so, Elle really seems to be feeling good. Oh, nice. I wonder if she can do it to me. Looks pleasant enough as it is, but if I'm embraced by that big-breasted girl, there's no doubt that I'll suffer a pleasure that would lead to a certain death. Can you try doing that?
変態
Projector, but I'm not one to get discouraged from that. But be like that, I think it'll be a different merit from hugging L. They say to give everything a try, don't
そうねクマの着ぐるみでも着てくれたら考えるわ
they? Only if you're naked.
ぶん投げられたいの
Ina showed me a dreadful smile. Damn, it's too bad, but I guess it wasn't the right time. I shall respectfully decline.
ほんとバカなんだからとエルちゃんありがとうこれで10年は戦えそうな気がするわいえ10年と言わず時々お願いしますエルちゃんイリーナさん
Teacher, I can smell the lilies. Jeez, you guys, lesbianism is no good. You should both love the opposite sex.
私たちをいやらしい目で見ないで
How cruel. You're cruel. Come on, nothing wrong with the like girl
バ
like
カや
a
ってないで
girl.
そろそろ行きましょうか
You need to set that and put on her coat. Where?
あのいけすかない宇宙人のもとによ確かめたいことがあるの
Question. Why do you call me here, though?
スケベなあなたならこうすれば絶対食いつくと思って
That's quite foresight is what I'd like to say, but business is business. I would have tagged along if you asked me directly, you know?
確実な方法を選んだだけよ
Urged on by Irina's eyes, we left the forest of plush toys behind.
なんだこの銃はバーチャルコップでは普通に使えたのに全然当たらんではないかうわまたモモンガが避けられるかこんなもの王のではないわたわけあれ何
Legendary Kusuge.
そうじゃなくてマスター純一郎さんとイリーナさんをお連れしました後にしろわらわは忙しい
I silently turned off her Sega Saturn.
うわなんてことをするのだあのクソ長いオープニングは飛ばせぬのだぞ
Just forget to be quiet.
ったくなんして何用だつまらぬようならどこでもなドアで時間に送り届けてくれるご期待には添えると思うわ昨日の件で改めて聞きたいことがあるのもうせ
Who was being condescending as usual, but it seems Irina has gotten completely used to it. She let out a light sigh and began to ask her questions like she didn't mind at
あ
all.
なたはひとまず1ヶ月後には元通りにすると言ったその間に起こったことはどうなるのなるほどその手の話はまだであったな知りたいなら答えよう全人類の記憶はこの一月に大きな出来事もなく平常通りで何事も起きなかったじゃあ例えば今ユキノと行っている国家間のやりとりは大きな出来事の範疇に入るなそれはなかったことにされるだろう
Wait, in other words, does that mean whatever Yukino does is pointless?
そうなるな
That moment I could feel my blood rushing to my head. Hey, can you really do that? She's working really hard, you know. Shouted without thinking. I would have grabbed Ku's shirt if she were a man, but I held back with my remaining reasons
落ち
somehow.
着いてジュン
You can calm down. Well, she does act foolish sometimes, and she is too good-natured to be a president. But making all her hard work be for naught? Can you really do that?
落ち着きなさい気
Damn.
持ちはわかるけど落ち着きなさい話は建設的にするものよたとえどんなに理不尽なことでもね
That is especially the fact that, you know, she isn't a fucking president, so... she's a high schooler. Not all her fucking decisions are gonna be good for the fucking nation. The fact that she literally could not argue against Irina when she said that they sank a fisher's boat that exited their fucking... that came into the Russian waters should be enough to tell you that, you know, maybe she's not cut out for it, you know? Because realistically, hey, you can't just fucking do that, can you? Like, certainly not just straight up sink it. Why would she
み
even...
んなを安心させるためでしょ そこの牛乳娘の方がよく事情を飲み込んでいるようだな。
仕事ほっといてゲームに夢中になってる宇宙人のすることくらいお見通しよ。
口の減らない娘だ。
You're right. That's just as Irina says. Shouting won't solve anything, and at the very least Nippon is holding up since Yukino's there. I know that. Of course, it's hard to accept the pointlessness of her efforts, but that's how it's gonna end up in the first... That's how it was going to end up in the first place. Sorry for yelling at you, Q.
よい。元はといえばわらわのミスが招いたことだ。ユキノを案ずるお主の気持ちもわからないではない。
I appreciate it.
決めた。私もう少し日本にいるわ。
Huh? Is it okay if you don't return to your country?
何よ、言っちゃ悪いの？
Venus, sulking in loneliness, looked a little cute. No, not at all. You're president too, aren't you? I was asking if it was okay to leave your country be.
ああ、国のことは大丈夫。私の部下は有能よ。1ヶ月くらいなら平気。それよりも今はこの状況がまともに解決するか見届けるのが先決よ。当の宇宙人も時々見てないとサボるみたいだしね。
I concur.
というわけでゲームするなと言わないけど仕事もきっちりやらないとパンダさんに報告するわよ。
それはあまり嬉しくない提案だ。これ以上せかされる前に仕事に戻るとしよう。
Wait. While we're here, I want to ask what I wasn't able to ask you yesterday. I received some kind of superhuman strength when Elle kissed me yesterday, but what was that exactly? Elle cast her eyes downward with an apologetic face. Huh? Why is Elle making that face?
ああ、その件があったか。せっかくだからサクッと説明しておこう。まず一つ。お前はすでに生粋の地球人ではない。簡単に言えば改造人間だ。
He's been probed. What?
お主は子供の頃、エルの墜落事故に巻き込まれて致命傷を負ったのだ。ちょうどラボでお見せできない姿になっている首脳陣と同じようにな。
Oh, Elle just straight up fucking crashed into him. Hey, I don't remember anything like
記
that.
憶を消したからな。
What did you say?
そう、驚いてばかりいると話が進まぬ。順を追って説明してやるから、聞け。
Okay.
不慮の事故とはいえ、現地の知的生命体を殺してしまったとなると大問題なのだ。わらわとエルは、ひとまずお主を例の生命維持装置に突っ込んで、蘇生を試みたのだ。だが、あの時は地球人のデータも不足していた上に、エルもかなり慌てていたようでな。どうしても構造が再現できぬ期間があっての。我々の技術で代用せざるを得なかったの
So
だ。
essentially, he's the reason why they're actually like that fast with fixing everyone now.
無事蘇生はうまくいったものの、イレギュラーがあった。お主に人類として規格外の能力を与えてしまったのだ。
規格外？
Could that be the reason for me being remarkably sturdy and having a memory sharper than an ordinary man's?
そうだ。昨日発揮した能力がお主本来の力だ。だが、普段からあんな能力があっては暮らしにくかろう。だから普通の人間として暮らせるようリミッターをつけた。
Is kissing Elle the key to removing that limiter?
相手はわらわでも構わんぞ。正確には脳に施した鍵を解く必要がありました。私は手っ取り早く脳に近い粘膜を、唇への粘膜接触を介して解除信号を送信させていただきました。しかし以後キスが鍵として認識されてしまったようで。
Oh, so it's okay for me to kiss Elle then?
よかったわね。大義名分ができて。
Could it be that you're jealous?
違う。
Ow.
正確に言えば相手は誰でも構わないのですが、もう一つ条件があります。純一郎さんがその能力を発動させたいと強く念じていなければいけません。
So that means I should be thinking I want to transform while kissing her, right?
その通りです。
Doesn't matter who the other person is. Alright, Irina, help me out with a little experiment.
それ以上顔を近づけたら投げ飛ばすわよ。
Damn, where can I turn my heart for intellectual pursuit to?
私でよろしければお付き合いしますけど。
Oh, is that so? Then let's get started immediately.
弱みにつけ込むようなことはやめなさい。
That hurts, stop!
イリーナさん、私は構いません。
だってエルちゃん。
純一郎さんには本当に取り返しのつかないことをしてしまって、私にできることなら何でも。
Oh, crap, I was careless. If you consider Elle's personality, it should be obvious that you'd think that. Sorry, Al, I didn't mean to have you make that face. I ruffled Ayla's hair, well, since she looked depressed. Here's the thing. They don't know how this works. This is an emergency kind of thing. So they should at least test if it works. Like, or not at the second time, basically. But at the same time, he's not trying to do that. He's essentially being like, hey, I can kiss someone I can use this as an excuse to kiss someone, so I'm gonna go for it. Instead of, you know, we should probably test this, so in case, you know, another panda situation happens, I can actually, like, you know, help out. Even if, for example, Elle wasn't here, that can actively send a cancellation signal from her brain using mucous membranes. Like, if anything, that actually means he shouldn't be kissing Elle for the test. He needs to test if that works with actually anyone. Because Elle is kind of like an outlier, considering she's a spaceship. She literally just said that the reason why it's now a kiss is because she needed a mucous membrane to simulate a brain. So she just kissed him and sent a signal from her brain to his. Which, you know, I don't think normal people can do. Anyways. Don't worry about that anymore. Rather, I'm grateful for the reconstructing. I heal instantly when I'm injured. My body is tough enough that it doesn't get sick. I can live a healthy life thanks to you. My memory is a great help on tests. What's more, I can be like a real hero now that I can transform. Feel thankful, and there's not one thing I'm angry about.
純一郎さん、
Besides, it comes with the privilege of kissing you whenever there's an emergency.
私とキスをすると嬉しいのですか？
There isn't a man who wouldn't be happy about kissing a cute girl, all the more if it's an innocent girl.
そうですか。
あなたロリコンの毛があったのね。
I always welcome a Russian beauty's kiss too. I meant to make them mine in one fell swoop.
バーカ、私のキスはそんなに安くないわよ。
Ow. I ended up getting hit.
聞きたいことはそれだけだな。わらわは忙しいのだ。早く帰れ。ちゃんと仕事しなさいよ。伝書する。さあ、とっとと出ていくがいい。まったく、あの宇宙人、本当に仕事するんでしょうね。
Everything should be
あ
okay.
ら、言い切るのね。
I think she does what she needs to do when push comes to shove. Looks like she's fixed me up pretty well too.
妙に空の肩を持つわね。やっぱりあなたロリコンなんじゃ。
That's a misunderstanding. My love simply extends from lollies to milfs.
そんなことは聞いてない。
But you're perfectly in the middle of my strike zone too, so don't get mad. People admire you as a Russian fairy for such a pretty face with huge knockers. Oh, I'm not done yet, so don't hit me.
その続きによるわ。
It even sounded her slapping fan while tugging my cheek. Your outward appearance is charming too, but you stood firm with me when Yukino was about to get kidnapped the other day, didn't you? I thought you were a good person all over again because of that.
いや、だって。
But in an outrageous situation like that, someone who puts their body on the line despite being in danger themselves is amazing.
まあ、それは同感かな。
Because of that, I wanted to be friends with you again. Anyway, I hope we can get along. I said that and stuck my hand out.
よろしく。
What's wrong?
なんでもない。それじゃあまた明日ね。
She just goes back to her room, looks at her head. Where the fuck did the static electricity go? Nothing happened. That's not how that's supposed to work. Yeah, see ya.
びっくりした。男の子の手ってあんなに熱いんだって何考えてるのよ私は。どうもあいつといると調子狂うんだから。
Slept for a full 10 hours yesterday, so today I feel great. Once I stopped my alarm clock, which had yet to ring, and stretched out, I heard a pitter-patter of footsteps coming up the stairs.
ジュン君、起きてる？入るね。
Okay.
おはよう、ジュン君。今日は早いね。
I got some proper sleep last night.
早起きは3問の得だよ。
Yukino looks happy again today. Still, did you get up early again?
ずっとスノーハウスに閉じ込められてたしね。嬉しさもひとしおだよ。
Not as happy as, you know, yesterday, I hope. I see, Yukino sure likes school. Nice energetic smile. If she had a tail, she would probably be wagging it. Hey, wait a second. This isn't the time to be relaxing. This better not mean... Hey, Yukino?
何？
Don't tell me you made breakfast today.
作ってないよ。
Oh, that was a close call.
まあ、昨日あんなことがあったし、今日は蘭姉ちゃんが来てるし。
Ooh, Ranne-chan!
帰るわよ。
はーい、おはよう純ちゃん。お目覚めいかが？
That'd be great. Ooh, this is delicious smell coming from you, from Ran-chan.
いやー、純ちゃんのエッチ。ユキノも見てるから、ここじゃダメ。
I love when Ranne-chan says that while pressing her ample mouths together. Anyways, I want to eat those big milky pies for breakfast. Wait, breakfast? That's right, I have to settle a grave concern instead of milk pies. Ren-chan, are you the one who made today's breakfast?
最近公務が忙しくってなかなか朝起きられなくてさ、料理できなくてストレス溜まっちゃってね。よってしばらくは朝ごはん作らせてもらうから覚悟しなさい。
Oh, it's the goddess! The goddess has descended! I took Ranne-chan's hand and sobbed. I need a decent breakfast. There's nothing I could be happier about.
もう大げさね。
ジュン君、昨日と態度が違いすぎ。
I mean, to be fair, the thing he ate today is vastly different from yesterday as well. Man, the Ranne-chan's meals sure are delicious. I'm swelling with energy first thing in the morning. I'm full of motivation.
ありがとう。純ちゃんってほんと美味しそうに食べてくれるからとても作りがいがあるのよね。
私も作りたいのに。
Hey, Yukino, don't be wasting any more ingredients from now on. Yes, there's a song that goes like this, isn't there? Rice and vegetables and fish are all alive, and they're our friends.
歌に乗せてものすごくひどいこと言われた気がする。
I arrived a bit late compared to yesterday, since I was enjoying Ranne-chan's lovely breakfast. And like yesterday, there were some people in the classroom. Irina was one of them. The sight of her leisurely reading a book was picturesque. The classroom became chaotic when the ferry of Russia first transferred here, but things have calmed down now. However, it concerns me how everyone in class besides the guys simply watch Irina from a distance, and the only ones who proactively talk to her are us. A few reasons came to mind. Irina is known as the Fairy of Russia, but she also has an impressive title like Tsar. It's also widely known that she decided to do that once she decided to do something, she more or less gets things done, even through the use of dirty methods. Plus, I'm sure the other kids hold a weird impression about a country like Russia. Unlike other open, familiar Western countries like America, there's lots of people who don't know what kind of country Russia is, because it had a conservative system until just recently, and its internal conditions weren't very transparent. Great impression is strong enough for the phrase fearsome Russia to exist. Irina actually isn't that scary once you start talking to her, though. Morning,
お
Irina.
はようプーチン。
おはよう。今日は子犬ちゃんご機嫌斜め？
Ever since I sang that song to Yukino, her cheeks remain sulky and swollen. For the meantime, I'll attempt to communicate with her again. Yukino, shake. The puppy certainly seems to be in a bad
あ
mood.
ら珍しい。ユキノは何をすねてるの？
Well, I didn't know that Yukino wanted to make breakfast,
朝
so...
食って。あなたたち、朝食まで一緒なの？
Yeah, both our families are away right now. Eating meals together makes it tastier. Plus, cuts down on food expenses, you know.
もしかして、ジュンが料理してるの？それともエルちゃん？
どうして私の名前がないの？
だって、ありえないし？
I mean, she has a point, though! Both of those are wrong. It's Ranne-chan.
ということは、朝からあなたの家に3人も女の子が来てるわけ？呆れたわね。まるでハーレムじゃない。
Now that you mention it, it certainly is. On top of that, they're all cute. What eroge?
ケツ。どうせあなたのことだから、朝っぱらからセクハラ三昧でしょうね。
You betcha. Incidentally, you can enjoy my morning Big Magnum too if you come to wake me up.
モーニングビッグマグナム？
Yep, simply put, it's morning.
言わなくていい！このハレンチ副大統領！
Ow.
もう、ジュン君のエッチ。
冗談で言ったのに、本当だったなんて。
Irina's face is red. Even though she put on that bold act yesterday, it looks surprisingly innocent. That part is cute, though. By the way, Yukino, you've been coming over to wake me up a lot lately.
ほら、今、ジュン君のご両親いないし、そりゃ、ジュン君しっかり者だから自分で起きられると思うけど、でも、念のために起こしに行ってあげた方がいいかな、とか。
There, you sure are cute, Yukino. Patted her head in the usual manner. There. Alright, good communication with Yukino get. Still a dark girl is nice too. I actually think Yukino's busybody childhood friend aspect is cute. Her grades are good and she's above average in sports. I think she has good looks even if I take away my bias as her childhood friend. She does have an actual fan club after all. Damn, it's regrettable. It's regrettable, Yukino. I wouldn't have any complaints if you didn't make your special underworld cuisine.
ジュン君
There.
ここはどこの動物王国よ！
Ow.
まったくもって、あなたたちの生活はただれているわね。
Irina sure is fussy about cleanliness. However, it occurs to me, I want to pat Irina's head too someday. Getting beat up as usual may be the end result, but she might surprisingly go 1-1. Our modern Nipponese teacher couldn't make it all of a sudden, so we moved our desks into a circle for self-study as usual. Irina is fluent in Nipponese, but it seems she needs a dictionary, seeing how she pulls one out
へ
sometimes.
え、プーチンは紙の辞書派？
紙じゃない辞書なんて聞いたことないけど。
Why does she have tears in her eyes? She's so offended by the idea that there are non-paper dictionaries out there that she just starts bawling or something.
あるんだな、これが。じゃーん。
Yukino took out an electronic dictionary from her bag. Rabbit sticker on the tasteful leather case is a notable feature.
それは？
電子辞書だよ。金を叩くだけで調べ物ができて便利なんだ。こんな小さいのに英和、和英、国語の3つの辞書が入ってるの。辞書を持ち歩くより軽いし、とってもおすすめなんだから。
へえ、さすが技術立国日本ね。 でも私は紙でいいわ。
便利だよ。一度使えば手放せなくなっちゃうんだから。
いや、いいのよ、私は紙で。
そんなこと言わずにね。ほらほら。
ちょっとユキのダメだったらそんなに押し付けちゃう。
The instant she forced the dictionary on Irina, the bluish-white electric sparks flew between Irina and the dictionary.
やっちゃった。
Does she just fry electronics with her with her static electricity?
あれ、嘘。壊れちゃった。
You could have pushed the power button again and again, and the electronic dictionary didn't give the slightest response or remain silent. Electric spark. That reminds me, this happened with Irina a few times before. Is it that static electricity constitution you mentioned?
そう、普通の機械ならなんてことないけど、精密電子機器はダメね。携帯も持ってないのはそのせい。ちなみにゲーム機もダメだったわ。面白そうだから遊んでみたいんだけれどね。
Irina sighed in resignation and answered with a bit of smile. Electricity, huh? In the case of static electricity, wearing a sweater with synthetic fibers and rubbing it against a sheet of plastic is a popular example. It also happens when you get in a car sometimes. Actually, that was an accident where a car caught on fire because of that. Since then, things like tanker trucks were always made to be electrically grounded. Wait a second, can't she use this? Hey Irina, I just came up with a good idea.
一応聞くだけ聞いてあげるわ。
Can't you keep yourself grounded and let the electricity escape? You know, it's used on trucks too, right?
私にジャラジャラと鎖でもつけて歩けと。
Well, now she mentions that, that would be it. But Irina's wearing chains, huh?
ご主人様。
You could have also used a simple example like, you know, wear rubber gloves. Oh, it's nice. A chain option from maid Irina is very nice.
ないわよ、この変態スペクタクル。
What the fuck is a perverted spectacle? To the throne! I was thrown magnificently.
悪かったわね、ユキの。後で同じものを届けさせるわ。
いや、私も押し付けちゃったし、それはいいんだけど。
そこの変態はほっときなさい。ゴキブリより丈夫なんだから。
That's cruel. I'm awake. These last few days I've started getting up at this hour since you came to wake me up. Mr. Alarm seemed a bit lonely after not getting used as much.
おい、ジュン君。
Hey, good morning. Nina yawned deeply with her hand over her mouth and sleepily rubbed her eyes. Strange things do happen. Were you doing something last night?
法案の書類作った後、宿題してたら夜遅くなっちゃって。
You're a hard worker as always. Don't work too hard, okay? You'll collapse if you don't let some things go.
そういうわけにはいかないよ。私は大統領なんだから、ちゃんとしてないと国民の皆さんに迷惑がかかるよ。
And because I've been with her for a long time, is really saying that with citizens in mind. There are some other politicians who say such things, but none of them can probably say it from the heart like Yukino. It's too bad how we can't let the politicians of the world hear it. Yukino, well said, I'm deeply moved. Give Yukino a pat on the head.
おはよう、ジュンちゃん。やや、朝から子犬ちゃんプレイ？お盛んなことでございますね。プレイ？
Old lads have pick a fight with it on that chun for every little thing, so I decided to ignore it. What's for breakfast today on
今
that
日は
chun?
洋食です。
Hooray!
おはようございます。
Alright, Elle's up too, so let's all eat some delicious breakfast together.
7時になりました。今日のニュースです。昨夜未明、義務総書記は政府広報にて、我々にはいつでも核を撃つ準備がある 各国は直ちに挑発的な対応をやめ誠実な対応をすべきだとの表明があり。
This news again, huh?
こいつのおかげで最近休みなしよ。早いところアメリカがポチッとボタンを押してくれれば万事解決するのにね。
ダメだよ、あれは押してはいけないボタンなんだよ。
冗談冗談。そんな単純な問題じゃないことくらい分かってるわよ。
Someone's printing something again.
ほら姉ちゃんたら、政府広報でそんなこと言っちゃ絶対ダメだからね。
ユキノみたいなうっかりさんじゃないから大丈夫よ。はい、チーズオムレツお待たせ。
美味しそう。
Fluffy yellow omelets give off warm steam on the distributed white plates. Green contrast to the parsley garnish invited my appetite. Sauce is made, homemade ketchup, demi-glace sauce is Lamnechan's preferred and preference and style. And not putting anything on it from the outset is my style. Let's eat. Take a bite without delay. Piping hot egg inside my mouth held the aroma of butter, and its savory scent tickled my nose. The molten cheese added richness as if I could express that wonderful harmony in a statement. Oh, it's excellent again today. Lamnechan nodded her head and smiled in
これ
satisfaction.
を受け各国は一切譲歩しない姿勢を見せており、今後も目が離せない状況です。
Smacking my lips at the omelets, I glanced at the unchanging news report. That old guy is still going at it. Keeps saying that he'll launch them, but they were all trials and he hasn't even detonated the essential goods yet. Even though he only used intimidation and threats, I feel bad because nobody takes him seriously. Wait, there is. There's someone who's taking him seriously.
また胃の痛い日々が始まっちゃうよ。
No, you cannot bet it's just another I'll shoot hoax. Don't take it seriously.
そうするつもりだけど、でも心配だよ。こないだ地下実験にも成功してたみたいだし、持ってるのは間違いないんだよ。もし一発でも落ちたら大惨事だよ、悲劇だよ。あれはいけない光だよ。
Just taking it seriously after
だった
all.
ら日本海の方にイージス艦を回しておいたら。アメリカさんと中華さんにも話通せば演習って名目で圧力もかけられるし、万が一の時にも安心じゃない？
Yeah, we can rest easy for days. We'll have to come if we also deploy Pack 3 as insurance.
そうだね。そうしよっか。今日総司令さんと話をしてくるね。
Alright, now we don't have to go along with threats. No?
こんな時間に誰？
私が見てきます。
After Elle put down her fork and patted the entrance, I heard a familiar voice.
お客様をお連れしました。
おはよう。
プーチン？
Good morning. How unusual. Why are you here this early in the morning?
家近いし、せっかくだから一緒に学校に行こうかなって。本当にそれだけかな。それだけよ。他に何があるっていうのよ。もうプーチンたらいじらしいんだから。ユキノに焼き餅焼いてるんじゃないの？やっぱり純ちゃんラブ？
Oh, is that true?
違います。そりゃ最初はちょっと好きでしたけど、でも今は違いますから。ユキノじゃあるまいし、どうしてこんな変態好きにならなきゃいけないんです？
You said something crazy like taking me to Russia back then, but now she's calling me a pervert. Say it more, but I have a feeling that she'll throw me if I say that, so I'll shut up. I don't want to spoil this nice
ツン
meal.
デレよね。そう思わない？ユキノ。
典型的なツンデレだよ。油断ならないよ。
ツンデレって何よ？
知らないの？
Well, that's not too surprising. Some people overseas seem to know the existence of otaku words, but ordinary foreigners probably
そ
don't.
っか。そうだよね。そうだ！いい機会だし、私がプーチンに日本文化をいろいろ教えてあげるよ。いきなりエロゲーはハードル高いし、まずは日本が誇るアニメと漫画文化を理解するところからだね。
いや、
全然遠慮することないよ。今日時間見てプーチンのところに届けてあげる。
わかったわ。
Anytime manga and anime are involved, our Yukino is surprisingly strong in pushing it.
面白いことになってきたわね、純ちゃん。
I guess. The next day.
おはよう。あ、プーチンおはよう。おはようございます。
Morning, what's wrong? You look really tired. Irina was too lazy to respond. She went straight towards Yukino, took out a bunch of manga from her bag, and dropped them on the table.
ユキの続き貸して。徹夜したね。面白かったでしょ。参ったわね。フランスでも大流行してるって聞いたけど、なるほど流行るわけだわ。ふふん、日本の漫画は世界一なんだよ。悔しいけど面白かった。認めざるを得ないわ。何よ。
I thought you were a pretty stubborn person, but you also have a relatively childish side.
何よ。いけないの？
Not at all. I just think that you had a cute side. Sorry if I offended you.
あら、プーチン、いらっしゃい。朝ごはん食べてく？いや、私はもしかして食べてきた？まだだけど。じゃあ食べていきなさい。朝ごはん抜きなんてお姉さんが許しませんよ。そこまで言うならいただいていくわ。美味しそうな匂いしてるし。素直でよろしい。じゃあみんなテーブルにつけ。はーい。
Lined up on the table are steamy rice, miso soup, grated daikon, sauteed burdock, and spinach as a vegetable side dish. The main dish is grilled salmon. Also, it's a perfect Japanese breakfast on that, John.
味わって食べるが良いぞ。はーい、いただきます。いただきます。
Let's eat. Good flavor. The cooked rice and grilled salmon is definitely the best. Now the cayenne pepper and sauteed burdock are starting to kick in. But now I'm stuffing my cheeks with side dishes and white rice. I can't help but feel happy that I was born Japanese.
おいしい。
Ian must have liked it too, since her cheeks happily slackened and her chopsticks began moving swiftly. Seems the taste of Nippon has passed down to Russia, so I feel a little proud.
気に入ってくれた？ええ、サーモンは大好物なの。今の時期は脂が乗って最高ね。だね。今の時期だと何にしても美味しいけど、シンプルに焼くのが一番かな。ええ、今までフライやソテー、ムニエルにしていたけれど、盲点だったわね。それに醤油が実に合うのね。素晴らしいわ。日本が誇る万能調味料だからね。某漫画では牛肉に一番合う調味料って言われてたけど、私も同感。これはぜひルシアにも広めたいわね。醤油工場を誘致したいわ。ぜひぜひそうしてよ。経済と文化交流だよ。真剣に考えさせていただくわ。
As this conversation goes on, I bet the news will probably report Kiko advances to Russia. I thought stuff like this was usually discussed in the conference room, but it feels strange how it's going on in an ordinary residence right now.
大変美味しかったわ。素晴らしい朝食でした。ありがとう。一国の大統領に褒められるなんてそうないわよね。光栄だわ。サーモンもそうだけど、お惣菜すべて美味しかったわ。ラン、後で作り方を教えてもらえるかしら。ええ、喜んで。私も教えてほしいな。
For that, do something about that habit where you add those unnecessary steps at the end.
しょぼー。
というわけで今日は終わりだ。みんな気をつけて帰るように。それから本堂、お前はこないだの柔道の授業に出られなかったそうだな。
Yes. That's right. When Al placed me in a house arrest the other day, there was a practical skills test in martial arts. but don't tell me I'm gonna
ホー
have
ム
to.
ルームが終わったら体育館へ行くように柔道部が面倒を見てくれるそうだ。
It was! Are you
この
serious?
後公務はあるのか？
No, I don't. I'm a man of
じ
legend.
ゃあ問題ないな。受けられる時に受けとかないと進級が危うくなるぞ。
Yes,
よ
sir.
し、では日着。
起立。ああ、
My fun after school time. Well, I don't have much choice. I haven't given up on life to risk graduation by playing hooky.
ねえねえ、この後柔道するの？
He asked me with a keen interest. Oh yeah, she did mention something about being a 5th degree black belt in judo. Yeah, of all things, I'm gonna be locked in a grapple with some strong men of
あ
valor.
ら、嫌なの？
I'd pass if I didn't have to. It's sad that I have to rub shoulders with a bunch of
あ、
dudes.
切れた。柔道っていうのはね、もっと崇高なものなのよ。
It always stinks with the image of dudes, though.
私に言わせれば、柔道は哲学よ。
Can't even fathom how those two things are related.
そうね。世界や人の捉え方とその関係について柔道から学ぶところは多いわ。
Please be a bit more specific.
柔道はね、礼に始まり礼に終わる。相手に敬意を持って接するところから始まるの。これは対人関係においてとても重要なことだと思わない？
That's true.
でね、柔道は勝つために相手と駆け引きをしながら、時に押して時に引いて相手の出方を見つつ勝ちを探りに行く。これも対人関係に応用できると思わない？
Yeah, certainly.
柔道の素晴らしいところはそこから先にあるの。ただの勝ち負けを争うのではなく、あくまでルールに基づいて正々堂々と技を競い合う。私は柔道のこういう精神がすごく好きなの。というわけで、人として大切なことを教えてくれる柔道はただのスポーツではなく哲学があるというのが私の持論なの。これなら理解できる？
Yeah, it was really easy to understand. My attitude with judo has changed a bit.
分かってくれたみたいでとても嬉しいわ。
Being a judo aficionado was a famous story, but seeing her affirm it with her eyes sparkling greatly conveys her love of judo. It's to the point where I want to tease her a bit. Amazing, Irina. You really love judo. Your eyes were sparkling like a little kid, you know?
やだ。何言ってるのよ。私はただ柔道の良さを分かってほしくて。
You conveyed it well enough. Alright, I'll renew my feelings and receive the
え、
lessons.
あ、うん。
And see you later.
ちょっと待って。ぜひ見学させてちょうだい。柔道部の活動もこの目で見てみたいわ。
I guess I'll try asking the teacher
ええ、
then.
お願い。
Nina's request to observe was happily accepted. The club advisor was so moved by Irina's enthusiasm he exchanged a firm handshake with her.
せいせい
Oh, Dorian!
技あり。
It's definitely hard. Even though I'm limiters on, I'm a restructured human. I could win over an ordinary man in terms of power and speed, but the opponent is a judoka. As you'd expect, I can't match an ability. Bringing it to par with brute strength is the most I can do.
ほら、ジュン。技が美しくないわよ。
Still, there's not much I can do about that if I want to win. Beating the win is the theory of the
Hajime!
fight.
せい
技あり。合わせ技一本。
Yeah, she went something.
ありがとうございました
Thank you very much. After I stepped down from the tatami mat, drenched in sweat, Irina briskly walked towards me.
ほら、ジュン。何よ、あれは。力任せなだけじゃない。
I would have lost if I did it the proper way.
柔道は技を競うもので、勝ち負けを競うものじゃないのよ。
As long as a man fights, he must win without exception. That's what a protagonist with transcendent beauty once said.
これは柔道であり稽古。戦いじゃないでしょ。
Damn, that's a fist ray.
詭弁の意味分かって言ってるの？そのままそっくり返してあげるわ。まったく稽古一つまともにできないくせに口ばっかりよく動くんだから。
Damn it, despite having a black belt, she's complaining about everything from the sidelines. Black belt. Almost forgot, Irina has a black belt, doesn't she? Is that so? In that case, maybe you should teach me judo firsthand instead of just lecturing me.
嫌よ。あなたのことだから、どうせエッチなことするに決まってるわ。
Must be all lip service without being able to teach an amateur a single technique. It's unbecoming of a judoka.
へえ、そう。
She's like the atmosphere change.
そうね。あなたの言う通りだわ。口先だけじゃダメよね。直接その体に柔道の精神を叩き込んであげるわ。
Yeah, now you're talking. And he was about to regret everything he's ever said. Irina got changed, came back.
始め！
She had bloomers on for some reason, but it was a bit heartrending and scary how she got on the mat without giving me a chance to grin. What? Irina's flash of will. Heaven and earth turned upside down and I was slammed into the mat. What the hell happened?
立ちなさい。まだまだこんなもんじゃ済まさないわよ。
What? Damn it.
始め！
Whoa!
は
Ah! Ah!
すごい美しい。なんという華麗な技だ。
これが黒帯五段の技か。美しい。
I'll try to explain what happened just now. Right when I thought I'd grappled with Irina, she threw me before I knew what happened. It definitely wasn't anything cheap like hypnotism or super speed. I caught a glimpse of some more dreadful. But this is the time to be prattling about. I did grapple with her, but how did I get thrown right after? I tried to fight it, but she got me off balance and threw
ほ
me.
ら、だらしなく伸びてないでおきなさい。男でしょ？
Damn, she's trash talking me now. I'll beat her even if I have to win even if I don't win a full point, I won't be satisfied until I take at least half.
始め！
Damn, she expected the footwork is amazing. If I try to challenge her with mincing steps, she'll definitely carry me like a feather. Since I have the upper hand in physique and strength, the theory would be to go for a sweeping hip throw or an inner thigh throw. I have to grab Irina's lapel and lift her with all my might. Once her judo uniform makes a sound, I'd lift her body.
甘い！
Oh!
背負い投げ一本！
Shit, one more time. Ah!
大内刈り一本！
In that case, I'll do an inner thigh throw.
さっ！
Ah!
大外刈り一本！
Oh, shit.
口ほどにもないわね。闘争心は認めてあげるけど、それだけじゃ私に勝つのは10年かかっても無理ね。
Nina was looking down at me while I cursed at her. Man of a muscle, indeed. Truer words have never been spoken. You really think so? You'll get swept off your feet if you keep underestimating me.
面白いこと言うのね。確かにそうだわ。徹底的にやってあげなきゃね。
I got up, shook my head, and slapped my cheeks to psych myself up again. Let's continue. I'm not gonna sit back and lose all the time. Please, let's continue. Irina urged the referee with her eyes. There are a few things I learned after getting thrown many times. Despite all that's been said, the brute force approach does work. The difference in physique between Irina and me is overwhelming. What's more, I'm a restructured human. I definitely have a big advantage. Whenever Irina comes in to throw me, I manage to counter it by standing firm. But the moment I do that, she switches to a different technique and throws me. It's probably a strategy and secret of judo. Irina has overwhelming advantage in that respect, which means there's a chance of winning if I set up a brute force technique in advance and if there's an opening to retaliate. Irina will likely see it coming too, but the rest is up to luck and guts. tried to hook my arm between Irina's legs and lift her on my shoulders by surprise, but she nimbly escaped.
ちょっとは頭を使ったようね。
There's a lot to learn from defeat.
でもそんな付け焼き場で勝てるほど私は甘くないわ。
I thought I pulled her sleeve, but Irina slipped under my arms. It was a beautiful technique, but I have a way to counter if it's the same trajectory and timing every time. I assessed the timing of when her back sank and planted both feet down with all my might. For an instant, Irina's movement had stopped. Now! I grabbed Irina's waist, lifting her up and throwing her backwards. That's what's known as backdrop in pro wrestling. Alright, just like this. Ah! Since Irina twisted her body in the middle of the throw, we both became entangled and fell shoulder first onto the mat. I attempted to go for a chokehold, but Irina nimbly separated herself and was about to stand up. Immediately stood up too. I have to start
次は
over.
ないわ。
I say what happened once will happen twice.
それを言うなら2度あることは3度あるでしょ。
However, my backdrop connected. I already counted her sweep and unbalance. So bring it. Bring on the shoulder throw. One arm shoulder throw is fine too. Show me your back. As my mind became occupied with that, I suddenly felt my lapel getting tugged. While flying in midair, I saw Irina glare at me with her back against the mat. Irina's foot propped up my hip like a fulcrum. It was an overhead throw. Mommy! My body got twisted along the way.
Wasari!
Irina covered me as I lay collapsed on the mat. Is this a scarf hold? As you'd expect, I was beautifully applied beautifully, but with a man's brute strength, this is just... Soft and squishy sensations I feel on my cheek, and the sweet fragrance of a girl is... Boobies! Oh, come on. I'll save you for, you know, thumbnail.
なんて羨ましいやつだ。
無知な大統領の寝技を己本堂純一郎。
屈辱だわ。純相手に寝技をかけなきゃいけないだなんて。
Ah, I'm so happy on Irina's breasts. Amazing, amazing. Hold on. There you go. Oh yeah, I have to break out from this pin. There.
お尻を触るな。
さすが本堂純一郎。俺たちにできないことを平然とやってのける。
そこに痺れる。憧れる。
What the hell is even
こら
happening?
審判、ちゃんとカウントしてるでしょうね。
はっ、あと10秒。
The heavy breasts, I don't care if I die
1本
anymore.
それまで。
最低。
Look! I'm having a feeling it ended there.
見損なったわ。スケベだとは思ってたけど、こんなにどうしようもない人だとは思わなかった。
Yeah, using something that she obviously holds such high regard as an excuse to, you know, perv out. Not the best idea if you wanna, you know, actually get along with the person. must have held back on all her slaps until now. Eventually came to understand Irina's true anger.
二度と私の前に顔を見せないでちょうだい。
Her red eyes filled with rage, which I haven't seen before were staring me down. Because of regret over angering a friend were weighing heavily on my heart. I'm sorry, but joke went too far. I bowed my head right away, but it was already too late. After glancing at me, Irina turned around and descended from the mat. Wait a second!
私に触らないで変態。
He brushed my hand away, and my words for her didn't come out. I saw Irina off in a daze until I couldn't see her back anymore. Chased after her after our judo club member urged me to. At any rate, I have to apologize. Waited in front of the locker rooms for Irina to come out. I'm sorry, Irina, I really am sorry.
うるさい。二度と私に話しかけないで。
Her singing voice echoes through the hallway. My apologies aren't going to reach her now. Leaned against the concrete wall and sighed heavily. I sexually harassed her many times before, but she hasn't gotten as angry until now. I got carried away and failed to realize that I mocked something dear to her. That must be the reason. She seriously said that she loved judo. If I treated it as a joke, of course she'd get angry. I was completely serious until the halfway point, but I went into aero mode as usual. I'm such an idiot. I'm about to throw up from all my lewdness up to now. Nice that he actually, like, gets some repercussions for the shit he does. Even so, if a friend tells me that they hate me, it's a real downer. My stomach hurts an awful lot.
Eh, 例の資料、柿崎くんに早く読むように言っておいてちょうだい。いつも彼のところで止まっちゃうんだから、こっちは迷惑だわ。
了解了解。よく言っておくから、この辺でいいかい？これから打ち合わせなんだ。
オーケー、頼んだわよ。
Snowhouse interior is abuzz again today. Staff has come and go, and the tone of their voices is always restless. Everyone is pressured with plenty of work, but to the point where they don't know when their next break is. I also have an extravagant title like Vice President, but I'm basically a man at leisure. If there's ever a need for my appearance, it's only to exercise presidential authority as Yukino's substitute in case something happens to her. God forbid anything like that ever happens. At any rate, I get bored a lot. Earlier I asked the extremely busy Iron-chan if there's something I could help out with, but she flatly rejected me, saying no. It's a slight shock since it feels like I'm being treated as incompetent. At least expected Yukino to give me some work, but she's away at an important conference or something. I carelessly sat my butt on the sofa. A heavy feeling crushed my heart in an instant. No, I know. I'm trying to deceive myself during this busy situation. I dirtied her precious thing with my lecherous heart. I did something really bad to Irina. What kind of face should I make when I see Irina tomorrow? Plan on apologizing to her with all my sincerity, but if things go on like this, now she goes back to Russia like this, won't ever be able to apologize again. She'll apologize right now, but judged by her mood earlier, probably won't even be able to meet her.
いや、純一郎。もしかして暇なのかい？
If I look really busy to you, go to the clinic. I'm sure Ku would make you see things no human should or would ever want to see.
それは大変魅力的な提案だが、残念なことに君が暇人以外の何者にも見えないね。
I know to ask me whether I'm free or not.
そうすねるな。君にうってつけの仕事を持ってきた。
What? Do I need my help?
ああ、そうとも。君が最も適任だと私は信じているよ。
I guess I'll cheer up a little. It almost feels like I'm running away from my job, but there's no point in staying depressed like this. Alright, leave it to me, I'll do anything.
助かるよ。では、ルシア大統領のエスコートを頼む。
That?
日本語で OK。プチナ大統領があちらでお待ちだ。
Is this a chance? A pinch? Which is it? Nah, there's definitely a chance. I mean, I should be taking advantage of this. Quick stood up and started running. Irina!
チェンジ。
Am I a sex worker? Also, that's a new outfit. Cute.
こんな変態にエスコートされるなんてごめんだわ。森田、もっとマシなのに変えてちょうだい。この際あなたでも構わないわ。
すまないがあいにく相手をできそうなのが純一郎しかいなくてね。私もすぐ会議に行かねばならないのでこれで失礼するよ。じゃあ
ちょっと
Wait!
帰る。
Wait, I'm begging you, please
さ
wait.
ようなら。
I'm begging you, please. I want to apologize for what I did
聞く
yesterday.
耳持たないわ。
Don't be like that and let me apologize. I'm really sorry. I disgraced your favorite judo like that. I really don't know what to tell you, but I'm really sorry. I won't ever do something like that again. I'll even take judo lessons in good faith. I'll even swear to it. Sorry. I'm really sorry, Irina.
日本にはこんな言葉があるそうね。謝って済むなら警察はいらないとか。
I mean, we all know my favorite, my favorite, you know, my favorite fashion of proving how serious one is. Here's a knife, stab me in the hand. Like, the amount of times I use that joke, like, at a certain point, I just need to permanently run around with a knife in case I ever need to prove my point. Just like, oh, I need to prove my point? Ah! Sorry, I have no excuse.
まったく今回だけよ。特別。
え？
次に柔道を愚弄したら絶対に許さないから。
So happy that I could die from that single remark. Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. I won't ever do it again. I swear.
分かってくれたみたいだからもういいわ。ずっと怒ってるのも結構疲れちゃうしね。
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm really glad. Thanks, Irina.
ずるいわよね。言い訳もせずにひたすら謝り続けて。これで許さなかったら私が悪人みたいじゃない。
Well, it was completely my fault anyway. I really am, but I'm really glad we were able to make up. Being hated by friends too much. I'm really sorry.
もういいわよ。許してあげたんだから。はい。
Irina quietly held out her hand. Huh?
友好の印は昔からシェイクハンドって決まってるでしょ。
Yeah, you're right. Tightly grasped the hand that Irina held out. And reconciled. What's wrong?
別に何でも。それより案内してくれるんでしょ。
Yeah, sure, but everyone's really busy today, so we might get in their way just by being in the
お
hallway.
忙しなんだ。
The old man who showed up on TV the other day is apparently the
な
blame.
るほどね。でもまだ大きな動きはないんでしょ。
Nah, but Yukino decided to conduct the anti-ballistic missile exercises. Although the government moves according to her voice, it's hard for her to move the military for various
なるほど。
reasons.
軍関係が動いているのなら今日のところはおいとましようかしら。アメリカに変な誤解されちゃうかもしれないしね。
Let's see. So, Irina, does that mean you're free right now? I'll do something good with me? Even though I said it myself, it was more like a verbal slip.
あ
just
な
now.
たね、女の子にエッチなネタ振るのやめないとそろそろ血の雨を降らすわよ。
Wait, you're misunderstanding. I say that line out of habit, so it's not what I meant to
じ
say.
ゃあどういう意味か説明してもらおうかしら。
Throw out your coat and move your body with me. I'm so stupid. Let your pervert! What's done is done. No! Like I said, it's a misunderstanding!
次変なこと言ったらシベリアで木を数える仕事を強制斡旋するわ。
I got it. Say no more and follow me. It's not anywhere strange, so relax. I like how at this point he's just decided, you know what? Maybe not talking at all is better.
寒い。
How's it cold? I'm only wearing one shirt, you know?
寒いったら寒いの。こんなところに引っ張り出してどうする気よ。
Jeez, you sure is sensitive to cold. I can't imagine you being Russian.
ルシアは関係ない。寒いものは寒いのよ。
I'll warm up soon if you move a body. If you stay still at a warm place, your stomach will grow bigger than your breasts. You know?
余計なお世話よ、スケベ。
I gracefully dodged the place where Irina's slapping fan came flying. Oh! As if I put up with getting hit all the time.
そう。なら 当たるまで叩くだけよ。
So long, Pops.
誰がとっつぁんよ。
Wow, she's fast. I'm immensely confident in my running abilities, but Irina's pursuing me with amazing vigor. But no matter how fast her legs are, she can't match a restructured human like me. After we ran around in a spurt for a while, I stopped in place.
もらった
Ow.
何いきなり止まったりして。
Oh, you're warm now, aren't you? You'd worn up quite a bit by going for a light run. Let out a hearty
うる
laugh.
さい。
Irina, who nudged my head slightly, was a bit lovely. Well then, hold this.
大きい
The old gardener usually sweeps, but he's taken a day off since he hurt his hip yesterday. I thought I'd gather the leaves in his place since I was free.
あなたがどうして
Something good came to mind. Well then, shall we begin?
いいことって
That's for you to enjoy
う
later.
んしょうもないことだったら承知しないわよ。
You don't have to worry about that. You'll definitely like it.
すごい自信ね。
As I silently began sweeping the leaves, Irina imitated me and started to sweep them as well. The autumn wind felt slightly dry and cool, but it felt pleasant against my warmed-up body.
うわ
Those are quite the back-to-back CGs, actually.
綺麗ね。まるで景色に飲まれ
Isn't it nice? I like autumn
そう。
too.
走り回ってて気づかなかったけど本当に素敵。
Irina's vacantly murmured while admiring the
ルシア
trees.
はやっぱり針葉樹が多くて探せばあるのかもしれないけれど私はこんなに見事な紅葉は見たことないわ。
Ippon's also famous for having distinct seasons. Cherry blossoms in spring, lush green trees during summer, maple colors in autumn, and everything's dyed white with snow during winter. There are countless poets singing about the beauty of the seasons. I think it's beautiful when you see them too. Despite not having that kind of refined hobby myself, when I see them too. I heard it's that much more beautiful for a foreigner who sees it, but what do you think, Irina?
ええとても綺麗だと思うわ。落ち葉舞う幻想的な風景の中でこうしていると舞台や小説の登場人物になったような気さえするわね。
Irina, who absentmindedly closed her eyes, made a pretty picture couple of the scenery. Fairy of Russia, huh? I don't know who coined it, but they really set something appropriate. The beautiful silver hair swayed in the gentle wind and shined as it received the warm sunlight. The sight of her gazing vacantly at the surroundings is truly fair and lovely. I don't think I've wanted to become a photographer as much as I do now.
Eh?
I think you're a photogenic gal. I made a finder with my fingers and tried fitting her in it.
バカ。でも普段おふざけばかりのあなたに素直に褒められると悪い気はしないわね。
Very smile behind the frame. It was an innocent, childish smile without any worry. It firmly seized my heart in an instant.
こちらにいらっしゃいましたか。
あら、クオン。もう仕事はいいの？
ええ。あとはお嬢様の護衛だけですわ。
じゃあ護衛がてらにこれ持って。
ほうき？
I thought about gathering the fallen leaves. It seems that Pops hurt his back the other
な
day.
るほど。
Even so, the broom suits the maid
ちょ
well.
っとジュン。うちのメイドをいやらしい目で見ないでちょうだい。
Out. I'm not looking with lustful eyes, though. Well, it's true that I was fascinated. Well, still, maids are a man's romance, you know. One especially is the perfect maid in my eyes. I scratched my head at Ina's side and placed a hand on her hip as if saying, give me a break.
具体的には？
From her cool eyes to her refined sex appeal drifting about, plus her graceful, efficient movement. What wraps her body is an orthodox maid uniform. A miniskirt or a modified maid uniform would be inexcusable. Long skirts are definitely a man's romance. The person who embodies that is Kuon.
はあ。
そう褒められると悪い気はしませんわね。
Well,
だから うちのメイドにデレデレしないでちょうだい。
Ow. Sun came to me after seeing Irina holding a broom.
何よ、人の顔をジロジロと。
I suit Irina too, a maid uniform. Don't you think so too, Kuon?
お嬢様のメイド服。肌違が失礼。
なんで鼻血。
たまりももといよくお似合いだと思います。
ちょっと、クオまで何を言い出すのよ。
Yep, black maid uniform that matches Kuon's. Yeah, I bet your lovely silver hair will match it perfectly. It'll definitely look cute. Yep, cute. Absolutely cute.
そんな。
ええ、超絶に可愛いと思います。いけない。また鼻血が。
ちょっと待って、二人とも。おかしいわよ。
Yeah, by the way, large breasts match made perfectly too. Ah, Irina, please service me.
妄想止まれ。
Ah, boy, me all of a sudden is cruel.
今メイドの胸がどうとかおっしゃいましたか？
No, I didn't say anything, madame. Kuon pulled a Makarov out of nowhere and pointed it at me. I faced the blue sky and posed to surrender. Before long, we had gathered a large pile of fallen leaves. Now then, shall we move on to the day's main event? Wait just a moment, I'll go pick up something
いい
good.
もの？
Left the two of them and returned to my house. I rummaged through the vegetable stocker and procured 4 to 5 sweet potatoes. After that, I grabbed a lighter and some old newspaper, except the tinder, soaked them and carried them out. Sorry for the wait.
何を取ってきたの？
This.
素敵なものを。
芋が素敵？
I'm gonna cook these with the leaves. It's that sort of cuisine.
だからそれのどこが素敵なのよ。
すぐにわかりますわ。
Irina took her head in doubt, but I started preparations to roast the sweet potatoes without stopping to
芋
explain.
を新聞紙で？
Yeah, soaking them is the main point. Aluminium foil is okay too sometimes, but I think it turns out more delicious this way. So like this, you place the leaves underneath and put the potatoes on top, and then place more leaves on it, and flame on. The weather has been clear as of late. Perhaps due to the dry air, the leaves burned quickly and the fire started crackling. Small flames swayed from side to side and ousted white smoke. Smoke rose higher and higher while swaying occasionally in the gentle
これも
wind.
綺麗ね。暖炉の火とは違って可愛らしいわ。
Is this the first time you've seen an open
そう
fire?
ね。時々釣りに行かせてもらえるんだけど、あの時起こしたのは炭火だったし、クオンたちがそういうこと全部やってくれたから。
What? You never made a fire by yourself?
ないわね。あったか
Irina's usually more dignified when shown on TV, and she gives us a cool expression when she laughs too. But when I see her laughing innocently like a child like this, my cheeks loosen for some reason. It occurs to me when I see Irina frolicking. This could possibly be Irina's true self. I see Irina smile more. I want to make her laugh even more. I think that's... You're going to stay here until Nippon goes back to normal, right?
ええ。それがどうかした？
I'm sure to teach you some things. Can't beat you when it comes to studies, but I might have the upper hand when it comes to having fun. Leisure enriches your life, you know. Huh? Did I say something embarrassing?
いえ、ごめんなさい。笑って悪かったわ。確かに、ずっと勉強。立派な大統領になって国を支えろ。そう言われてきたから、遊びらしい遊び、確かにほとんどしたことないのよね。せっかくのお申し出のようですし、教えてもらおうかな。
Sure, leave it to me.
ほんと、あったかいな。
got worked up over trifling conversations as we faced the fire. Being able to make an open fire is also a blessing. After all the leaves burned out, I tapped the remains of the opening fire with a dead branch I picked up. The black lump peeked out from the ashes.
黒焦げじゃない。
This is how it should be. Look, right here. When I broke open the pitch black potato, a yellow section peeked out from the center. Sweet, savory scent disseminates at once.
バシーバー。ああ、実によく焼けてます。
すごく綺麗ね。それにいい匂い。
Here, take these gloves. The burnt skin will peel off easily, so hold it and eat. So hold it and eat it. It's super hot, so be careful not to burn yourselves, okay? Eat a broke potato as I instructed. Cautiously peeled the skin and slowly bit into it.
あ、ちちちち。でも美味しい。こんなに美味しい芋は初めて。たまりません。
I took a bite too. Sweet, savory taste escaped from my nose. The tender sweetness entertained my tongue. Yep, potatoes are exceptional after doing manual labor.
焼き芋してる。
My work must have been over for the time being, as you and the others dashed over.
純一郎さんの行為は防災法に抵触する可能性があります。
ほら、純ちゃん。無断でお庭で焚き火しちゃいけませんよ。ちゃんと私かユキノの許可を取らないと。ね。
そうそう。ね。
Elle might be genuinely taking caution, but it's completely obvious that Yukino and Rannet-chan are eyeing the roasted sweet potatoes. But I roasted everyone else's share too. Once I said that and handed them the potatoes and gloves I had set aside, both their eyes began to sparkle.
焚き火を許可します。いたします。
美味しいね。幸せだね。焼き芋は日本が生んだ文化の極みだね。
この甘み、この香ばしさ。この味だけは実際焼かないと出ないのよね。あー、ダメ。漫画といい、焼き芋といい、この国は私を堕落させるわ。
Elle struggled with her hot potato while the rest of the girls became entranced each time they tasted theirs. You know, girls love to roast sweet potatoes. The next day, Rina visited me
今日
again.
は庭掃除しないの？
Potatoes, huh? Nina looked cute as she silently blushed. Yep. If I can see that smile, I wouldn't mind sweeping the garden as much as she wants. You know what? I'll take the transition screen. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye-bye.